So, as the most iconic Venetian plasterers in the game, how do you guys think marketing has? Oh, how do you guys think? How do you guys think marketing has impacted your business?
That's a great question. That's a great question. Good question. She's asked that question because she does marketing, so she likes to know how. That's a great question. Marketing has done everything for my business. The only reason I'm busy, super busy today, is because of marketing. Probably 90% of my business comes from marketing. That's me all over the place, always posting. I don't post for fun. I post because it brings me projects. It brings me jobs. This is how I meet people. It's how I meet you. You met you. Is how So that's super important. But not just in just posting something to post. I post something of, let's pretend if it's a difficult job and I'm on a scissor lift, I'm on top of a scaffold. I post these type of projects so architects, designers, homeowners could be like, oh, this is the guy that could do that staircase for me. This is the guy that could do this. I never thought that I could do this huge ass wall, but seeing this video, it could do it. And then not only that is posting after we're done, how it looks with furniture, how everything looks put together, makes people have a better vision because a lot of people don't have vision of how it could look with a couch or with a picture or with that logo behind us. And if you notice, when we post these pictures, is for you, the consumer, the viewers, are able to see it and be like, wow, that looks put together. That's what I want in my house.
Yeah, I think it's the most important thing. Obviously, we wouldn't have connected without it. We wouldn't be here today. I think it's very powerful. It's changed me and my business from where I started to where I am today. Especially what she does as well for other businesses. I can just from having conversations with the clients that she works for, we all have the same thing. We've all grown, we've all developed. So it's very important. Um, and yeah, I just think that it's taken myself on a journey all around the world, and I'm even getting contacts from like people like Fiji ringing me, like we saw your post on TikTok, and just I walk down the street in Melbourne. I just go to like the Bunnings, the hardware store, anywhere I go, like, oh my God, you're that guy. A few jobs I've been working on, people like drive past, are like, oh my God, can I get a photo with you? Stuff like that. She's seen it herself. So it just shows you how powerful it is,
For
I think
sure.
yeah.
How about for you?
Creates opportunities.
For me, as far as marketing, so I did absolutely no marketing until I met him. And I thought, wow, this guy is crazy. He's always posting insanely amount of stuff. And I'm like, how could that really like benefit a business? Then I started seeing his growth. And he introduced me into the marketing world. He introduced me to our marketing team, Gabby and Rosie. They're amazing. They manage my marketing account, and I started doing it. At first I was super, and he'll tell you, super camera shy. I didn't like to be on camera. I felt very inadequate. But now that's what we do. They manage my accounts. He still pushes me every day. He's like, are you posting? Are you sharing? Are you this? I'm like, I'm trying because it's not my thing, but it's super important. I get a lot of business from it. People do like he says, people like to get information. So people like the videos where I'm talking about the different areas of law, giving them little tips. So that's very helpful. I think it's super important. If you don't have a website, if you don't have social media presence, I think you're behind the game. I think it's super important in any business, not just Venetian Plaster. She can tell you it's every business needs to have a social media presence. So I think it's great, and I'm happy to be doing it.
Okay. What is the hardest part about a service-based business? So, like a business that never ends. There's no closing time. It's just customers, clients.
What's the hardest part?
Yeah, about having a service-based business.
Nothing's hard, I reckon.
Yeah.
If it's all here.
Yeah.
If you think it's hard, it is. But if you can psych yourself out.
Yeah.
If you tell yourself like I can handle anything, and you truly believe you can handle anything, then you can. That's what I would say.
Yeah. It's mindset.
Yes, for sure, mindset. But to give you an example, guys, of what she means is that, let's pretend we come into a house and they want one accent wall. We do an accent wall. They fall in love. Hey, you know what? I want to continue doing the whole living room. So you continue doing the whole. I love this so much. Let's do the ceiling, and the job continues and continues. Especially when we're doing high end homes that are bigger homes. We're talking about mansions and stuff like that. And then while we're doing these homes, I'm getting phone calls through other designers, GCs. Hey, I need a sample. Hey, you need to start this other project. This is the address. Hey, I need you to come here and measure up these walls to start it. So it's a thing that I don't stop. Like I'm on the phone constantly speaking to a designer, architect, or homeowner, going to projects, measuring projects, making samples, meeting customers, posting what I'm doing as well, going home, dealing stuff with home. Now dealing stuff with the office as we're selling buckets now, we're selling material, we're doing Exotic Academy. So in my life, there's never a dull moment in my life. The only way I'm staying sane is by hitting the gym, eating good food, trying to have a normal life, having a normal partner, and I feel like that helps you out. But the thing is that in my type of life is what I like, is what I signed up for. So when I in my days off, I don't just sit down. I'm actually doing something. I still wake up super early in the morning. I continue doing things. It's just who I am. I'm built for it. Not that many people are built for this type of lifestyle, but I do it. It's what I do.
So what you're saying is there's nothing hard about it. You figure it out.
Yeah.
So I mean, it is. It's hard dealing with the service company because you have to please the customer. You need to be able to answer all the questions. Like he said, you're getting calls from employees, you're getting calls from customers, or clients, dealing with different things. It's more of like a balance. It's finding the balance of how to address their concerns. Sometimes for me, what's hard and difficult is explaining the legal aspect of cases. It's hard for the client to understand because they're not a lawyer. So sometimes you have to break it down very, very simply, especially when the court gives a ruling that they may not understand. That can be difficult, but as long as you're a professional and you can break it down, to the common layperson, then you're okay. And I've been doing it for 20 years, so it's getting used to what you're doing and learning how to handle different kinds of people, because sometimes you have people from different backgrounds, different ethnicities. Here in Miami we have a lot of Spanish people. I speak Spanish, so it's learning how to deal with many different kind of people. Now I deal with his customers, dealing with the Venetian plaster questions. So you kind of have to become familiar with everything, and I'm sure you have to deal with that because you are marketing, but you deal with so many different companies. Can you tell us a little bit about how that is, like how you adapt yourself to any kind of business?
Okay. Well, because there is such a big team as well, it does help me out because I assign different people to different certain types of clientele that I think, okay, these people are going to work good with these clients and everything. But one thing I have picked up on is every business owner, because obviously I work with just a bunch of business owners and everything like that have different, work in different industries and everything. But all of them go through the same thing, even though they're not, the same people or anything like that. But yeah, we're not going on about before. Like it's definitely you feel guilty almost having a day off as well. That's what I've noticed. Yeah. 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 Um Another one is what I have. Oh, do you think clients understand how much it takes to run the business and like what really goes on behind the scenes?
That's a good question. You want to start?
What goes behind the scenes, what it takes to run a business. It's
She's asking if the client understands what is going on behind the scenes.
Because you
so
have to show up for that, client every single day.
Exactly.
yeah. So basically, in our line of businesses, the way it will work is, let's say a homeowner calls to meet up with me. I go meet up. I measure the walls. They approve everything. They approve the price. They give me a deposit. Then I put them in the schedule. Right. I have to make all the orders for his particular project, buckets wise, right? Then I set up the proper date, right? Then we come in with the whole team, prepping everything up to start it. So the what the customer doesn't see is us prepping everything, getting behind the scenes of making all the product, make sure all the buckets come out the same color. Scheduling the project while I have multiple projects in the same time, and if it's a big project that's going to take 2 weeks, that's a big project for me that takes 2 weeks. um, Scheduling properly, because then I have other customers calling me that they want me for this certain date and I have to say no to them because I'm still stuck in this particular house. So then we come to the house and we start it and we cover everything up and we start doing other walls and keep trying to. Sometimes the customers are there, sometimes they're not. They live in a different state, and we're sending them update pictures just to keep them at ease. Um, And basically, when we're finished with the project, they'll come down, do a walkthrough, we fix anything they need to be fixed. And it's an easy process if you know what you're doing to make sure the customer's happy. At the end of the day, I feel like it's easy because I'm telling the customers what we're doing, so the customers understand what we're doing.
So you're communicating. That's helping them understand the behind the scenes, so they do most of the time understand what you're going through because you're giving them like a play by play of what you're doing.
Yeah, yeah, because sometimes they call me. Let's say this huge Miami Beach lobby that we're doing. There's too many problems. We're already finished something, and they're like, "Oh, we need to add this, but you need to do it tomorrow." And we're like, "We can't. We're still doing this, and I still have to do this. You guys didn't even pick a color yet. Oh, we're getting the color right now in the next 1 hour, but you have to be here tomorrow." I'm like, "You can't because I have to order the bucket." Even though I'm making the bucket, but I don't tell them that I have to order the bucket. And sometimes I
Now they
could,
know.
but now you guys know.
Now they
But
know.
regardless of the fact, it could be difficult, but challenging, but it's always fun.
Let's see what's up.
Answer that question. Yeah, look, it's a hard one. Like every client's different. Like we got clients that they come from the building industry, and then you got clients that they come from the office world. Obviously, those clients in the office world, they don't really understand much about building, how it works, or that. So communication is important. You need to communicate to them so they understand. Then we work for builders and supervisors. They live it, they breathe it. They're building houses, they're building high rises. You talk to them, that like explain what you're doing, and they're like, yep, yep, yep. They help you. It's easy. So each customer is different depending what world they come from and what industry they're in.
Perfect. Okay, you can
Okay, I'll just answer it. So I agree with both of what they're saying, that communication is super important because every client is different and they don't understand. Like the legal world, for example, is different. And when they hire you, they think, oh, it's something simple. It's a form to fill out, it'll be done quickly. So you have to educate them and say, look, this is the process. Let's say I have a hearing on that day. I'm in a hearing, but my team is working on your case and we'll get to you by tomorrow. You'll have a response from us. So I think in any industry, communication is super important, in yours and in theirs, like letting the client know exactly what you're doing, 100%. So I agree with them. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, I agree.
You can wrap it up, John.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, so that is the questions of this professional marketing genius wanted to ask. But yeah, guys, stay tuned for the next one.